The following reaction contains pausing. Yes, pausing. That thing reactors do when they want to speak, process, or think. If you're allergic to interruptions, commentary, or the sound of something other than the original video, please consult your doctor before watching. All complaints about pausing will be lovingly ignored, printed out, and fed to a goat. That goat will not be held responsible for any salt-induced health issues. Remember, this is a reaction, not a Netflix screening. Thank you, and enjoy the content, unless you're already typing in the comments. In that case, get a job.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trolltek here for another video. So today we're getting into some more Moonlight Chicken, Midnight Chicken, Moonlight, one of those. Sorry I haven't been uploading for the last couple of days. It's just life right now. Last weekend has just been a lot of activity just because I'm going to a wedding today. So I've just been like getting shit ready for that. So yeah, so I had time, like everything's ready now. So I had time to record this before I have to go. So I thought might as well record an episode reaction of Moonlight Chicken before we do that. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. So yeah, I guess we'll jump just straight into it without further ado. Episode 3 of Moonlight Chicken. Here we go, full screen. Oh, they updated the UI a bit of YouTube. I just noticed, like the play button area looks different. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't like it that much, to be honest. I'm gonna be straight up. It's all right, but I don't know. It just feels. I guess once I get used to it. Let's chuck the subtitles on. Okay, subtitles are on. Activated. Okay. Let's turn the volume down. That shit's loud as fuck. Oh, this is the project. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he is working on the project. So I was right about that. It's not like they were trying to hide it. It was pretty obvious that that's what was happening. Okay, so they are still mid-COVID. This isn't like post-COVID, because someone in comments was saying that this was all post-COVID, but it's still like it's not like they're in the lockdown phase of it, but it's still like during that, you know, hit of COVID where you had lockdown and then they got rid of lockdowns and they had lockdown again. I know I was in other countries, but we constantly were in Australia, we were constantly in this state of like lockdown for a week and then it's not lockdown for 2 weeks and then lockdown for a week. Like, so it just kept coming and going. So I think they're in that phase kind of still. I think they're on the end spectrum, like end side of like the COVID situation in this show, but like it's still in that, you know, in that position of like, okay, is COVID going to affect our business operations next week? You don't know, you know. Oh, he's got all the selfies with what was he, Big Jimbo on his Instagram. Okay. Oh, that's what he was doing in the last episode, I guess. When he was talking to those business guys, the business owners. Oh, here we go. What's going on? Oh shit. I knew some shit like this was gonna go on. I knew some shit like this was gonna happen. Like, cause I was thinking if we got a corporate mall thing coming in, like small businesses are always going to be impacted in some way. And yeah, rightfully so. They're probably going to try to buy him out so that they can knock down the chicken shop. I knew that this was happening, bro. Classic capitalism. That's why I knew like the mall thing was like an important plot point, because they wouldn't mention it otherwise. You know, that was this new big mall coming into a place where it's just filled with small businesses. Yeah. I knew that this was going to happen. Like, I didn't know the exact specifics, but I kind of knew that like the fact that he worked for the big corporation was going to be a conflict. That was so obvious. The dream of the eternal moon. One float per family. Okay. Oh, see there. They're already writing like notes about all the like businesses around. Bro is annoyed. Bro, this is going to be a conflict between these two. Like, to be fair, when I think it's like he's just doing his jobs. He can't really do it. He's an employee, so I don't know. Like, he can't really be like, okay, we're not going to do it because Uncle Jimmy owns that, you know. So it's like I'm not. I don't view him as this. Like, I view him as a bit of a corporate slave, obviously, but he's just an employee. He can't do anything. My beef with corporations is mainly the owners of the corporation, not the people that work there. Because they're slaves of capitalism like all of us, you know? There's no way Uncle Jimmy's gonna sell. There's no way, because like if he cared about the money, he would do like what Wen was saying with the chicken and like reducing how much he puts in each thing, and he wouldn't make like chicken free after midnight. Like if he gave a shit about money, like he definitely would do so much other things. So there's no way he's accepting this just for money's sake. I could see him potentially accepting it if you know, he if he wants to, like, I don't know, send his nephew overseas because his nephew wants to go overseas, I could see him potentially being like, okay, I need to get the money so he can fulfill his dreams type shit. Then I could potentially see him selling it. But other than that, like, for the sake of money, there's no way he's selling it. I love how fast they go. Like, I love how fast they went from like enemies to friends. Like, it switched so fast, which in a realistic way. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's unrealistic how they got close, but it's just funny. Like, it's such a teenager thing. It's like 1 second you fucking hate this motherfucker, and then 5 seconds later you're like best mates. Like, that's the most teenage. That's so accurate to how teenagers are, or just kids in general, how they are. Like, I would say my closest friends that I have today, I started off fucking despising them. You know, like most of my closest friends would just start off as enemies, like full enemies. So it makes sense. Like, it's very accurate. Yeah, I guess even the fact that he's trying to do this is like something. Like, even the fact that he's trying is something that bro probably hasn't experienced. What was his name? Hart that hasn't experienced, because like maybe I'm judging prematurely with his parents, but his parents definitely don't seem like they know sign language. And then there's a couple of reasons I say that is, number one is they had like notebooks and stuff ready for him to like write to see what he's saying. So I feel like they haven't even made the time to probably learn sign language, and he still has to like write things down for them. Maybe I'm prematurely judging the shit out of them because they're a bunch of like, they're rich, and I've just got, you know, I'm so anti-rich people that I'm just prematurely judging them immediately. But that's kind of the image I'm getting. So even the fact that I'm blanking on his name, even the fact that the other kid is trying to understand and learn is probably a big thing. Like, even if his parents like do know sign language, they're still pricks, because they have basically just exiled him into this house because what? It's too dangerous, I guess, outside, which is a dumb reason. Like, because like, if because someone's deaf, they can't exist in the world. That's the dumbest thing I've heard. You know, instead of doing that, you can teach your kid, okay, we need to figure out a way that we can make it safe for you to still be a part of in the world. Like, I understand the worry, because he became deaf later in life. So it's like one of those things he probably doesn't know how to navigate the world as a deaf person by himself. So I guess if you really gave a shit about your kid, you would take the time to be like, okay, we've got to figure out how we can make you accustomed now that you have this new reality. But instead, they're just like, no, we're going to lock you in the house. That's it. Does he even go to school? Like what do they do for school? Wait, what did you say? Sorry, I missed that. I was looking at my beautiful face in the camera. Sorry, guys, I missed that. Can you tell me about? Okay. Ah, I guess this is when stuff's gonna get dramatic now. Just like the thing is, I'm hoping he has a conversation about it. It's like, oh, the company's decided to do this, just so you know. Because like I think it's a don't get me wrong, it's a tough thing to tell someone that you're into as well. But it's just like one of those things where if I was Uncle Jimmy, right? I know it's Uncle Jim. I just like calling him Uncle Jimmy because it just feels better. Anyway, Uncle Jimmy. If I was him, right, and I'm in this situation, I would like for you to tell me up front instead of them coming later and then I find out that you like were hiding it the whole time. Like I'd rather you just tell me up front, oh, this is what's happening, by the way. I'm like, I would be pissed off, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame when. I would just be like, you know, you're just an employee. Like, what can you do really? So I'd be pissed off at the corporation, but that's my perspective of it. So I'm hoping he tells him straight away instead of like hiding it. I don't know why, but I feel like he's about to find out about the mall situation. So he's seeing like the impact of if we get rid of these small businesses, especially Moonlight Chicken, then the small community that is being like that is helped as a result of this small business is going to be like at a disadvantage, right? They're going to lose this big kind of help within the community. So it's showing that I love this show. Like fuck the like romance and all that shit. Yeah, that's cool as well. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm really liking about the show is the actual societal issues that they're talking about is like the idea of like filtering out small businesses that are serving the community of these corporate fuckers that don't give a shit about small communities. It's really showing the like disadvantaged impact on like society in general. I really like a lot of the societal things they're talking about. I think he's going to quit. I think he might quit, honestly. Like not from the chicken place. I mean, he's going to quit his real job, I think. Is this bro's entry point into being anti-capitalist now? I think that's because it very much situations like this is the tipping point for a lot of people that fucking just like, because I think you grow up, especially if you live in a capitalist country, it's like hyper capitalism, like Australia, America, South Korea, like not to say those are the only capitalist countries, but those are the major hubs of capitalism in my opinion. Japan. So like, I feel like when you grow up in a capitalist society, you just like accept it is what it is until it's like you either accept it the rest of your life or you reach a certain age and things happen in life and you're just like, you know what, fuck this system. Actually, I feel like he's going through that. That happened to me when I was 16 years old, though. I got an early awakening to fucking hating capitalism. I doubt you've got zero chance, bro. Because like, even discounting the fact that this is a show about mainly their love story, even discounting that fact, is this bro is like doing everything possible to like make you smile, you know, spend time with you. Like, I doubt he does that with every fucking employee. I think he's just got some type of trauma in like his past relationships that he just can't trust going into a relationship with someone. I don't know what the trauma could be, but I just feel like that's where it comes from. Because like him purposefully being like, okay, one night stands are fine, but anything serious I can't do. And at first you can be like, okay, that's maybe that's because like he, you know, he's got like his finances are a problem and he's got to like take care of his nephew, so he doesn't have time for it or energy for it. You could view it from that perspective. I feel like it's like a trauma from like a past relationship. That's the vibe I'm getting, at least. Okay, is this his ex? Wait, how did I just theorize something? I might be wrong though. How did I just theorize something and immediately after he's like, you know what? I'm going to tell you now. Because I suppose this is his ex and they went into business together. Maybe they opened the chicken shop together. It's crazy how different he is. Like, he's so like soft and shy here. Like, don't get me wrong, he's still kind of a soft-spoken guy even in the current timeline, but he's much more rough a bit. I guess he is older. Like, he's much older, and you know, life has a way of just making you a bit more rougher as you get older and older. So it makes sense. But it's really interesting. I think he did really well in the way he is acting in his younger self versus older self. Like, he really created that divide of timeline, I feel like. So really good acting, in my opinion. I'm curious what happened though. What's the story between these two? Oh, that's interesting. Like him watching that movie, because he said to when he first came to his house, oh, I haven't watched that in years. The disc probably doesn't work. So that's a very important little hint. So he probably hasn't watched it since, I don't know, since they separated. I don't know if he died, if they broke up, what happened. I'm not sure yet, but that's an interesting little point. Wait, what the fuck? Did he get cheated on? Because that's the guy's phone, right? That's the guy's phone. And I think that's him in the photo as well with another guy. No, if he's cheating, that's the dumbest fucking way you possibly could do any. How are you going to set the photo of the person you're cheating with on your fucking wallpaper, or even if it's not your wallpaper, as the ringtone? Because sometimes you can you can connect photos to like when someone's calling you, so that picture appears. Even if you do, that's the dumbest. The thing about cheaters is they're so dumb about it. Like, don't get me wrong, cheating inherently is just like, fuck you. I think you're a terrible person if you cheat on people. Like, I even hesitate. I would probably, even if my friend cheated on their partner, I would probably I don't know, it depends. It depends. If I'm really, really close friends with someone and they cheat on someone, I will fucking tell them off. I wouldn't probably stop being friends with them off, but I'd definitely be like, you fucked up, you dumb cunt. But if it's someone that I'm like normal friends with and I found out they cheat, I would stop being friends with them. If it's someone like, I don't know, maybe if it's someone really close, I still might stop being friends with, to be honest. Because it's like, if you can cheat on your partner, then you can fucking stab me in the back, motherfucker. Oh, shit. This guy is an idiot. How are you going to have albums filled with fucking photos of this person you're cheating with? You're an idiot, bro. Absolute dumb cunt. Well, if you're cheating, you're a dumb cunt in the first place, but like... Like, I don't understand the point of cheating. Like, what do you gain from it? Like, what when you cheat on someone, right? What's the logic in your brain? Like, what do you think is happening? Like, what do you think is going to happen? You know, like, so let's say you cheat on someone. Like, what's the best case scenario in this situation? You know, what do they think is going to happen is my question. It's only going to end in a bad way. I don't understand okay, it's morally, it's fucked anyway, but forget about the morals for a second. Logically, what do you expect is going to happen? You know, because you're not breaking up with your original partner, so it's showing that you still have feelings and you want to be with your original partner. But then you're cheating on your original partner with someone else, and then most likely that person doesn't know you're cheating with, like, you're cheating on your original partner. Like, most of the time, the person you're sleeping with doesn't know that you're cheating, right? So do they think they're going to get some dream situation when they become a throuple or some shit? Like, what do they think is going to happen? No, most likely what's going to happen, they're going to both kick you to the curb, and then you're going to be like, oh, how did this happen? No, it happened because you're a dumb cunt. Sorry. I hate cheaters. Piece of shit, bro. He's probably going to see his side piece. Or is he the side piece? I don't know. One of them is a side piece. I don't know which one, though. Fuck, man. No wonder. No wonder he's so, like, scared to open himself up again. Oh, shit. Is that a promise ring, or is they like engaged? Were they engaged? Like, I'm not sure, but either way, that's crazy. Like, you've given each other rings and like you cheated. Like, that's insane. Oh yeah, I guess it's like a constant reminder as well to his relationship with that dickhead, right? But it's also the thing that he'd love. Like, I feel like he's really passionate about the shop as well. So it's like this weird thing, weird in between ground. Watch that dickhead cheater rock up later in the season to cause like drama. I bet you he's going to come back. The thing is, running a business is one of those things where it's like you need to love it. Like, you need to love it. You need to love it, because otherwise there's no way, you know? Because running, especially a food place, is so much hours spent there. You know, like so many hours spent there. Like, you go there in the morning, you're not leaving till like 3, 4 a.m. Like, because my family owns a kebab shop, and that's, you know, how it was growing up. Like, my dad would literally leave in the morning time, come back at like 2, 3 a.m. Like, that's what it was. Like, it's just every day, 7 days a week, you know? So it's like, to run a business, especially a food place, you need to be obsessed with it. Just stop hiding it from him, bro. Tell him what's going on. It's going to be a fucking drama otherwise. Okay, so I think they maybe going to have a conversation about it. I feel like before Wen can tell him about it, though, he's going to find out from someone else, and it's going to cause drama. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Imagine destroying, like, because it's not just his business there. There's like 4 or 5 businesses there. Imagine destroying a whole street of businesses because you want to put a parking lot there. That's insane. That's insane. You're destroying livelihoods. I guess they are going to pay them out, but like still, just the idea, you're destroying whole livelihoods of probably like maybe restaurants that have been there for generations, from grandchild to grandfather, like, you know, thing. And you're just going to be like, oh, we're just going to put a parking lot here. Fucking, oh. I guess he owns the land then. So if he sells it, then thing's got no choice. Uncle Jimmy's got no choice. Oh, he's only temp staff. Oh, so he's got zero power in this organization. Bro, this guy, his energy is so interesting. Okay, what's... Oh, here we go. Okay, he's not wrong about this. I get he's not wrong. I think his beef is the fact these powerful people are taking advantage of these guys that are like working class, maybe even at a lower level of working class, because they're just getting by, you know what I mean? So it's like, I get his anger, actually. I kind of agree with him. Yeah, he's a bit annoying because Uncle Jimmy's already going through it. Now he's got to deal with this angsty teen, but he's actually right here. Yeah, use it. I'm not sure how much that is, but based on their look on their faces, they cannot afford that. He decided to have the conversation, but he had it too late. He already knows about it. I thought he'd be way angrier. I'm going to be straight up about like this whole situation. But I guess he's just used to bad things happening, so it's just like doesn't really impact him anymore. Just say it. Open your mouth, bro. Because if you say it before he tells you, then he still might not be pissed off at you. I don't think he approached him on purpose, but that would be my first. Like, if I was Uncle Jimmy, that would be my first thought immediately. Wait, so did you plan to approach me this whole time on purpose to convince me? Or like, that would be my immediate thought in this situation. I don't think he did, but I'm just saying. He's definitely angry. Rightfully so. I'm not saying Wen did anything wrong, don't get me wrong, but like in the situation that he'd found himself, that's like a normal reaction. Okay, so yeah, this is basically what I was saying. I think he's going to probably lean towards selling it so he can help his nephew to go to uni or obviously whatever he wants to do. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Yeah, he's like mid-30s, right? Late 30s at max, bro. Oh, he's like got white hair? Okay. Bro bro is thirsting. He's like in the middle of the desert. That's how thirsty he is. That's so crazy. Like, if you think about it, this is my issue with capitalism. Sorry, the fact this one guy can own all this land and just be like, okay, I'm use it all out of business now because you just can't afford to buy out, so it's all gone, done, and then it's just your business is done. That's the power within the hands of landlords. Bro, I found the perfect time to move in because like Uncle Jimmy is like angry at Wen and shit, and bro just spotted the weakness. I guess he doesn't know about it, but it's still funny. I love how this actor's always like the background like shipper in everything I've seen him in. What's he want to do? Does it say? Not that I can read Thai, but like... Does it say? There's some words in... Oh, that's just the university names. Okay. Well, they got quite a bit of universities. Oh, you can kind of see the white hairs, like even here. It's like not fully, but you can kind of see like strands of the white hair. That's a really small detail, but that's cool. They're like, you're fucked, bro. That's so real though. Like one of your parent, like one of your parents or someone in your family comes and like they don't come to like pick you up or anything, and they just kind of leave the school, but they had come to the school, and you're just like, what the fuck's going on? Oh shit, what happened? That's so real. And then all the boys just start trolling you as well. Oh, I'm not sure if that imagery is on point. That's on purpose. Like that's got to be on purpose. The imagery of looks like he's like trapped in a prison cell. Like that's how he feels, like he's trapped because it's like of his poverty, where he is in life, and like that. Yeah, because you can really tell he hates the position he's in. Like his hatred of people that have power and money, and just like his constant anger at Uncle Jimmy. Like he hates being poor and he wants to escape it. That's why he's looking to like at other countries. Like, okay, if I go overseas, I don't need to exist in this shell of like poverty anymore. And he views it as a prison, which fair enough. This kid stresses me out. This kid stresses me out, bro. Like, I haven't seen him smile or say one good word to Uncle Jimmy this whole show. Like, and like, I don't know, man. I get his angst. He's a teenager. He's living in this kind of like, he's living an impoverished life. And I get it. I get the anger. But, bro, this guy has raised you for, I guess maybe his parents died. I'm not sure. Whatever. He's raised you all this time, bro. At least just some pleasant energy. That's all I'm asking from you. Every once in a while. It doesn't have to be all the time. It's sometimes just treat him with a modicum of respect. No, because I fucking connect with Jimmy so much because I've got a nephew exactly this age, or a bit older, and it's just like if he talked to me like this, bro, I don't know. All I'm saying, he might wake up next week. I'm joking, but like I feel his exasperation. Honestly, the thing is, the reason I think Uncle Jimmy and Lee Looming, what was it? I don't know his name. It's going to take me a while to remember his name. The reason I think they fight so much is they both have this annoying habit that's the same because they are uncle and nephew, is they don't fucking talk to each other, and then they just misunderstand what the other person's trying to say, and then they just fucking add blows. I get it, 100%. But that's the thing. You know, someone outside of like a familial relationship can look at the two people and be like, if you just talk to each other, you could figure this out. But you're so similar in personality because you're family, right? That it's dush, clash constantly. It's not wrong. You don't need to go to uni. I regret going to uni. If I could, like, personally, if I could go back in time, I would never have gone to university in the first place. I think I was never like, it was not for me at all. Instead, I just got in fucking debt that I didn't need to get into. Yeah. So, yeah. Like now I just make a living off things that I'm not connected to my university degree at all. Like it was kind of, I guess it was like character building in a way, but it was just like you could have built your character in a different way as well. So yeah, I definitely agree. Like now as an adult, like 29 years old, my view of it is you should only be going to university for things that require it. Like if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, an architect, those type of jobs, go to uni, 100%. But if you're going to go to uni to do an arts degree, don't fucking go to, unless you're rich, unless you can just pay it up front, then I think arts degrees are fine. But like if you go into uni and getting in debt to do an arts degree, don't do, or a fucking history degree or something like that, don't fucking do that shit. That's what I did. I had an arts degree in history and philosophy. Like I regret it like a motherfucker, but like, yeah, that's my thing. I think if it's like required to do the job that you want to do, then go to uni. But if it's just like to broaden your horizons and you don't have the money for that, don't do it. And another thing with university, even if you're going to go for one of the things I said, I always say, after you finish high school, leave like a year. My recommendation to anyone is if you've graduated high school, wait till you're like 21, 22, and then go to university. Like, because like people that go straight into university after high school, which is what I did, you're always going to drop out. You don't know what you want to do. So you just kind of like, I don't know who I am yet. That's why I always say like graduate at 18, work for a bit, travel a bit, do some shit, figure out who you are. By 21, 22, you kind of like, okay, this is what I want to do now. And then you graduate by the time you're like 25, 26, you know, which is still young. That's what I'm saying. If you just had a conversation, it's because you come with such an antagonistic energy every time, bro. How is it not going to get into a fight if you come in fucking swinging? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm super saying. Bro, when is a godsend for these two's relationship? Because like Uncle Jimmy and little bro are just fucking just so fuming, angry, just fucking full energy, blasting, sword fighting, fucking trying to kill each other when they're conversing. And then this guy's just like, maybe think about it through this perspective. Like his mom energy is off the charts for sure. Who's that? Oh, he's a rich kid, isn't he? He's a rich kid. Okay. What if it's like, this is a theory, maybe this is a bit too crazy. What if it's like his dad owns the company and he's just working as like a temporary worker to kind of learn the business? I feel like it's one of those situations. Bro, watch the road, please. Please watch the road. Bro was going for all MV in his head. I know you're sad, bro, but you're driving on the road. You're going to get hit by a truck or some shit. Oh, I just realized I got a Sesame Street t-shirt on. I feel like something's going to happen to the little bro. The way they were shooting this. If he gets hit by a truck or something. Is he going to get isekai'd? Okay. At least nothing bad happened to him. At least nothing bad happened to us. I was literally terrified he was about to get hit by a truck or a car or something. Okay, this is the last. Is it? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I thought it said episode 4. Okay, this is the last part of the episode. Who's that? Oh, that's the rich kid parents, Hart's parents. So yeah, these guys are never home, so they definitely neglect the shit out of this kid. I did give the parents a benefit of the doubt for like 5 seconds, but they seem to be assholes. Well, not assholes, but neglectful pieces of shit. That sounded worse than when I said assholes. Oh, not the chin tickle. I'm going to say that's a reference from My School President, but this was before that, so it's not. But still, it's funny. This is where it started then. Chinese look. He's like, I don't know who you're fondling with these days. This is his ex, I guess. Because I don't think his dad has met the new guy, let's say. I don't think he's met Uncle Jimmy, so it's probably talking about his ex. The first time we've seen a good dad for one of the like love interests. Like the dad's always like some rich asshole in like all the things we've watched so far. He might be rich, but you can tell he's not an asshole. I don't know if he's rich though. Wait, what happened? Ooh, chicken. Ants. Let's see. Let's just hope he doesn't come in guns blazing, like angry that he met up with his nephew. Dad clocked it immediately. What if bro is like, you know what's funny actually? Uncle Jimmy's probably like closer, maybe not, but like he's like in his like the age difference between him and Wen is probably the same with Wen and Wen's dad and him. If you think about it, like just the opposite way. Let's say what his dad's probably like 50, 60, I would say. And like Uncle Jimmy's like 40, like 38, 40, that age. And I'm going to say Wen's like 25, something like that. Oh, he's drinking up. This is just going to cause more issues if he comes home drunk with him and Uncle Jimmy. The fucking Tom and Jerry music is crazy in the background. Nah, filling it with tea is crazy work, but that's smart. Because then at least it doesn't dilute the color if you put water instead. You telling me they got drunk of like 2 sips of that whiskey? I think it's whiskey. Just don't break it again. Yeah, see, the thing is, like, I've got such a hyper memory of things like where things were placed in my house that if it doesn't matter which location you put it in, I'll walk in there and be like, someone's moved that drink for sure. Mm-hmm. The gay gene is passed on. Like we knew he was, but like it's just funny. That's like, wait, he's a bit older, isn't he? It's like, are we brothers? Oh, that's hilarious. Interesting. So did he meet his dad after a certain age then? Because he said it was awkward at first. Well, he's also a teenager because like when you're a teenager, you always have a thing with your dad or your main male figure in your life as a guy. So it's like after a certain age, you kind of understand him more, and then that's when the good relationship starts. Not always. Like some people just have shitty dads that are shitty the whole way through. But I'm saying if you have a generally good dad or male figure, you kind of understand them as you get older. I think that's a very common sentiment. Like most people that went to uni would say, yeah, I wouldn't have gone. But also in the last 5 years, it's become more of a thing where it's like it's feasible to do other things. Like when I graduated, it wasn't really feasible. You went to uni. That's what you did. Like even in Australia, at least, like when I graduated in 2013, 2012, 2013, I can't remember the exact year. It was either you went to uni or you became an apprentice and started a trade. That was the 2 options. There was nothing else. Like you either became a tradie, an apprentice tradie, like a plumber or a electrician or a carpenter, whatever, or you went to uni. There was no other options. And I didn't want to, I did like a trade like course thing in like year 10 and I hated it. So I was like, I'm not going to be a tradie. Let's go to uni. That was the option. I think his anger disappeared when he helped out his nephew. I guess he just needed time to compress and figure out shit in his head, maybe. Well, I'm glad the drama didn't last like heaps long. Like they didn't drag it on. Honestly, this show's like way like more adorable than I thought it was going to be, because like the way it started, it felt like it was going to be filled with drama. And I know it's still episode 3, so there can still be a lot of drama, but it's definitely way more chill than I thought it would be. Actually, no, it's episode 3. Like, we're basically halfway through the show. There's 8 episodes total. So, like, I'm sure there'll be, like, dramatic moments, but it's still, like, it's quite a chill show. Because the way people are talking about it, we're going to be like, oh, this is completely different to all the kind of more adorable BLs you've checked out till now. But I'm just like, it's not that crazy. Yeah, there was some intense, the one night stand was kind of a bit saucy, but it's not crazy drama, honestly. Like, To My Star, to me, was way more dramatic, even, like, early episodes. To me, the darkest shows we've watched, or the most filled with like kind of intense things, was To My Star and Curse After Taekwondo. Let Free the Curse of Taekwondo. Those two were probably the most intensive ones. And it was by the same director, so. Ooh, what's this Shrek ass music in the background? Like, it sounds like the track that you hear at the end of Shrek 1 or Shrek 2, was it? I can't remember. Like, this has got to be abuse for sure. Like actually locking your kid in the house. That's what they're doing. I know it's a big house, but still, it's like what's the saying? It's like a golden cage. That's the saying, right? That vibe. They're gonna start hacking. So hacking is like not hacking as in computer hack. Hacking is like a type of dance. It's like it's done in Australia a lot. So sorry. I just need to clear that misunderstanding. Oh, why do I think it was fireworks? It's just like, okay, candles or incense or something. That's a vibe though. This would be a vibe to do, like just nice, like summer night, just chilling. We actually did something like we went to this night market thing in Japan. When I was in Japan, they did something similar to this. It was kind of similar. It was basically on the river. There was like all these lit up like lanterns and stuff. It was fucking beautiful. That's kind of what it reminds me of. I don't know what it's called. There's like a word for it in Japanese, like the event, but I'm not sure what it's called. You know what I like low-key love about BLs is, you know, in every other show you always have like that token gay character, right? And it's the most fucking stereotypically gay person. Like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing bad about the flamboyant gays. They've got their place and they exist, but it's like that's the only representation you get from a gay character in like straight dramas, as it were. But what I love about BLs, they kind of flip it, and there's always that token straight character or a token straight couple. and they never have any like real like meaty part of the plot. They're just there, and it's such good revenge. Honestly, I respect it. I respect the hustle. Your food for wait, did his mum leave that message? That's crazy. If his mum left that message, then that's crazy because it's like you're not even going to spend a moment with this kid at all. Like even like his food for tomorrow, like even the night before, you're like, I'm not going to see this kid tomorrow. So he's like, yeah, I'll leave him a note. Like if that's his mum, I'm not sure. I think it is though. Nah, his parents are terrible, bro. I know you might be busy, but like, I think the last time they saw this kid was when they were giving the other kid the punishment for breaking the alcohol. Wait, is he imagining this, or are they in the same bed right now? Oh no, they're in the same bed. Bro, do the parents even know he's there? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that piano goes hard in the background. Oh. Fuck, that piano goes hard. Okay, so I think he's not a rich kid. Like, he's not the kid of a CEO. I think he's just like an upper middle class kind of like. He's got an affluent family, but not like crazy. I think he's just like, yeah, upper middle class. Because his dad didn't seem like a CEO or anything. He just seemed like a kind of he had a good job, you know, but not anything crazy. Bro, do you want to turn your brightness up a bit more, maybe? Fucking, bro's got the sun in his phone. Because my brightness is like eternally on like 15%, 20% max. I can't, guys that have it on max fucking brightness is insane. The only time it's acceptable to have max brightness is if you're like 95 years old. Other than that, I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Wait, he's got a fuck buddy? Oh shit, now the drama's coming in. Oh shit. No, wait. He saw him in there. Or maybe he's like a clingy ass ex and he just keeps rocking up. I'm just hoping he's not fucking him currently. Like, because that's going to be a whole new drama. And then everything I knew about Wen is going to be put into question if he's fucking him still while trying to rizz up Uncle Jimmy. But yeah, that was episode 3. Okay. So I think I spoke too soon by saying this isn't going to have any toxicity in it because it looks like this new guy is going to be toxic AF. I can just tell by the look on his face. Okay, so I feel like it's getting started now, the true like drama. You know, we learned about the fact that Uncle Jimmy got cheated on and now this guy's coming in. So yeah, we've got potentially 2 dickhead characters coming in. This new guy looks like a bit of a dickhead. And then obviously the cheater guy, I feel like is definitely going to appear in the next couple of episodes. Like you wouldn't introduce him and all that. You know, you wouldn't introduce the whole actor to see who it is if he wasn't going to be involved later. So I definitely think he's going to come in later to cause some drama. So we got we got 100% dickhead character coming in and potentially 2 dickhead characters if this guy in the bed is also a dickhead. And he looks like that. Because like Wen looked annoyed when you saw him. So it definitely doesn't feel like they're currently fucking, but it could potentially be like a clingy ex that just refuses to move on. vibes. But we'll see. Anyway, that was episode 3. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.